Keyboard blurbs, greetings. We've got a Vortex PC66 here, something I did not know existed. In fact, I'd never even heard of this company, Vortex Keyboard, until someone representing them got in touch and said, hey, we've got an upcoming product that we think you might like. Seems right down your alley. And I absolutely agreed. It's not this, but I will be covering that too in the future whenever that comes out. But anyway, for now, they said, hey, we also have this, which you might be interested in. I'm like, hey, dude, what the heck? How have I not heard of this? This is the PC66, a PCjr inspired modern keyboard. Modern mechanical, hot swappable, modular, wireless, wired, all kinds of things. Modern keyboard based on this, or inspired by this. This is the second PCjr keyboard. Of course, the PCjr itself coming out in 1983 with this thing, the oft-maligned chiclet keyboard. It had its issues for sure. Really optimized for overlays and such, but it's super cheap, feels like a toy. Infrared, not great to use. This isn't much better to use, but it at least has nice keycaps, but it's still kind of an odd layout. Controls over here, caps lock is down here, weird arrow keys, functions up here. No F11 or F12 because PCs didn't have that back then. But the keycaps are nice. Squishy membrane though, not great to use. I don't know, I've never really heard too much positive about this keyboard in the retro community, or any community for that matter, over the years. But apparently Vortex, or their customer base, saw an opportunity with all the like 60 and 65%, 70 whatever percent keyboards that are out there now. It's a pretty popular form factor, and I use that kind of thing myself as my main keyboard. So I was interested for sure. Ooh. And of course, this being like a modern beige vintage inspired thing, I mean, I was interested no matter what shape, but the fact that it's PCjr inspired is just hilarious to me. So it is wired if you want to, or is it just, I guess, a charging cable. I don't know if it has batteries. I don't know. I'll have to see what's in here. You got a keycap puller and a little wrench and things. I guess you can replace maybe a badge or something on the board. Anyway, ooh, what is this? Some additional keycaps of different colors. I will not be using those, but that's cool. It is all PVT dye sublimated stuff, I believe. Seemed like nice keycaps on paper. Some little screws there for something. Some instructions. Key switch puller. Okay. Yeah, I just want to see the keyboard first. Let's get to this thing. Already it has a nice weight to it, that's for sure. Oh. Would you look at this? Dude. He's got the little lip and everything. Oh. Don't know exactly what keycaps they put on here. Dude. Or key switches rather. The keycaps are just whatever they offer. They feel like Cherry MX Blues, but I don't know. Let's see. I know they offered like Gatorons. Yeah, those are Cherry MX Blues. Classic. All right. Yeah, if I were to put this together myself, I would probably put Kale Box Pinks in there. That's sort of been my preferred thing, but you know, this is a modular or hot swappable thing. So let's see here. Yeah, so it does 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth and wired. Supports up to 3 paired devices. That is quite handy. Okay, so it uses AAA batteries. That's kind of funny because if you look at the original, this took this took 4 AA's, and so this is just 2 AA's. My, how technology and batteries and stuff so much more optimized these days. So many function key combos. I think this can all be customized as well through software and RGB. I don't think this has RGB on that. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't, All right, let's see what we got here. So yeah, there are multiple different versions of this available. This is just the PC66. There's also one with 2 extra keys, the PC68, I guess. Yeah, there's a battery bay, I assume. Yeah, 2 AA's, or AAA's. Got a little, is that a USB? Yeah, for the 2.4 gigahertz. That's cool. Got little feet with little rubber bits in the bottom, and rubber here. Was it switch for the different Wi-Fi modes? Yeah, Bluetooth, wired, USB Type-C. Again, the weight, I'm enjoying this. Not much flex at all compared to how the the toy-like IBM ones. Oh, yeah, it was just always such a mediocre board, the PCjr. So I was just happily surprised that somebody was making something that was inspired by it with modern changes. And dude, this feels solid, like it really does. Yeah, ooh. It is all plastic, I think. Probably a metal plate in there somewhere. And you can look up some details on their website. I'll put a link in the description for that. Yeah, there's the badge. You can replace that. Although it'd be cool to have like a little IBM badge or something custom. It's a different size badge than like your classic case badges or keyboard badges, whatever. So the comparison here is fascinating. You can see all the changes they've made for, you know, making modern concessions here, like changing around all the arrow keys to a more sensible inverse T design. Took the function from the top right and put it down here. It's just Alt right here instead of having caps lock, insert, and delete all right. Yeah, home, page up, page down, and I think I would probably change a couple of these. Yeah, enter and backslash and backspace all making sense. They added F11 and F12. Again, they just didn't have them back then. The original PC didn't either. Caps lock is over here where it makes sense. Dude, full size shift. This is neat. Let me look up real quick though, what they have going on with the other ones. Yeah, so they have a whole number of keyboards. They're not paying me to say any of this. They just sent me this and said, do you want to look at it? So just getting that out of the way. This is not a paid sponsorship or anything, but they did provide the keyboard for free. So yeah, this is a 65% board. They also have some 80s and whatever else is, I don't know. Okay, here's what I was looking for. Bare bones and fully assembled. So you can get just, you know, the board and all the insert or the internals and whatnot, and then add your own key caps and switches and stuff, or you can go for the fully assembled one like there is here. Yeah, here's the 68 key version, so it's $149 for that one. So it just adds like a, moves things over here, adds a Windows key or code key, and then another control key is sort of crammed in there, and then it shrinks down the space bar a little bit. Also available in a dark gray, apparently. That looks more black to me, but whatever. There's a whole bunch of options, whole bunch of layouts, whole bunch of switches. Yeah, in-key rollover, programmable via Vortex gear, GUI, I guess that's their software. Gasket mount structure, PC mounting plate, hot swap PCB, 3 and 5 pin supportable, nice. Silicon dampening pad. Die sub keycaps, PBT, and yeah, it weighs 2.7 pounds-ish, 1,200 grams, significantly more than the original, which is just this flimsy thing. It feels like it'll blow away if you breathe on it. But yeah, dude, might not be to everyone's taste. In fact, I know it won't be. The function keys being all along the numpad, or the number row without, there is no numpad. The function keys up there, I already know that's going to be a challenge for me using this as a daily driver sort of editing rig thing, because I use function keys for a bunch of stuff for work, but I can get used to it for a week or whatever as I'm going to be trying this out. So yeah, I'm going to plug this in, try it out for a week or two, and then report back. Yeah, dude, I'm excited. All right, see you in a week or so. Right. Well, it's been about a week and a half or something. Been using it every day. I've made several videos with this, editing and doing all my other LGR work for this channel and my main LGR channel. What do I think about it? Well, I like it. I don't love it, and that's a me problem. Like I said, I think, I don't know, it's been a while since I recorded that first part. The function key row being part of the the numbers up here, that's just a hindrance. But honestly, it's not as big of a hindrance as something I didn't really even consider at first, and that is the control key being right here. Now that makes sense, being that this is inspired by the PCjr's second keyboard, but it really, really messes with my muscle memory doing, oh man, just a whole crap load of key combos over here for editing. And I always use control with my pinky. However, I have to go over here to do that, and it's deeply uncomfortable. But, you know, that's just kind of how it is on the PC66, and screw me, I guess. I totally would get the 68 if I were to get one of these and, you know, or to continue using this on my main editing work computer, because that fills out these keys over here, puts a control, a Windows key or whatever, the code key, I guess, and Alt. And you have those three over there. That's just what I'm used to so much right now for doing all the key combos. I can sort of live with the other limitations by comparison. You know, having the function keys along the number row. Like, I use them for sure. I do highly prefer having function keys up here. But yeah, compared to the control situation, it's not even. I will not continue using this keyboard because of that. At least on my main editing work PC. Otherwise, I love it. Like, seriously, the quality of literally everything. These are really nice keycaps. It's got a decent weight to it. It's, you know, nice and snug on the desk. These feet don't go up too high. It's just the right height. The wireless works nicely. I mean, I've got really no complaints about hardly anything here other than just the layout on this particular one. So the 68, I could live with one of those much more than this one. There were a couple other things though. The keycaps, or really the legends on them, a couple things I wanted to mention. The Z and the X were swapped, I guess, from the factory. I don't know if you noticed that on the first half of this video. Obviously a simple switch there, but that was kind of funny. Those were, somebody accidentally swapped them, or whatever. But this is my main thing. So it doesn't actually come with other keys that I would like to put here. I don't need page up and page down like this. What I prefer is, this is my main keyboard that I use at the moment on, yeah, my main PC. What is this? I don't even remember. It's like, it's got no labeling. It's a Keychron Q1? I think it's a Q1? C1? I'll put it up here on the screen. I don't remember what this is called. It's really good though. And it is so solid. All metal, much more beastly than this one, but very similar size, of course, overall on the desk. But, you know, it's got the function keys up here. It's got the control in the right spot. You know, the right spot for what I like. Obviously, this is in the right spot for a PCjr, but not, you know. Anyway, and these keys, what I was going to say. I like insert, delete, home, and end. I use these more often than I do page up, page down. And then what I have is in the software for the keyboard, I have like a function alt, home and end. So this is page up, this is page down. That's just how I have it. I don't know. I've gotten used to it that way. And with this one, while you can do that same thing, it didn't come with insert and delete in the bag of keycaps. And I don't see them available either on the website. So that's odd. You know, it's such a minor thing, but like you would think that the full keycap set would have those keys, but it just doesn't. So even though I had these remapped to the same way as I had this, insert, delete, home, and end, they don't match up except for end. It's such a minor thing, I know, whatever, but I just, yeah. If I were going to build this out, I would definitely be using a different keycap set. Even though I love this one. I love the way it looks. The beige and more beige. It's delightful. Big fan of old keyboards. And the style here is yeah, I got no complaints. I really like these keycaps. I just wish they had the legends on there, or just blanks. Blanks would be nice. I'd rather have blanks than have these not match up with what they actually do. As for the software, it's fine. It works. Nothing really stands out about it. It's purely functional. Some of the things are confusing, like getting certain key combos and remaps to do what they need to do. Took me a bit of time just figuring that out. Some documentation would be nice. I don't see any on the website. But anyway, yeah, software is fine. Nothing to write home about. It does the job, and it doesn't need to be running all the time to have the keyboard remember its remaps and stuff, so that's good. Anyway, I guess that's about it. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So because of this layout being what it is, this particular PC66, not the 68, I kind of wish that it was available as a PCjr keyboard. like legit. Or even an old, just IBM PC compatible with an AT connection or a PS2 connection. I know that's not what they're going for here. Their whole idea is to make modern keyboards in a vintage style for modern machines. But dang it, just me being me, I mean, come on, would you look at my daggum room? I got like computers and computers and computers everywhere, and all of a sudden, yeah. I'm very much a vintage computer person. So having like a really nice mechanical keyboard that actually fits the look and feel and layout of the original PCjrs with all the modern niceties, that would be so cool. I know it's such a stupid thing to wish for, but I do. I can't help it. It would be cool if this could be converted over to work on old computers. I mean, it can. Like, there are things like the USB 4 VC that I've covered before. You know, that is a device that'll take USB keyboards and allow them to be used on old machines, old PCs, old Macs and whatnot. I guess it would need a further adapter to convert to the PCjr's weird wired keyboard connection. I mean, this is wireless, but the PCjr uses infrared, not Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Anyway, that's all. It's a pretty darn cool keyboard. It's not bad at all. I just wish the layout and some of the keys were a little different. That's all. Thanks again to Vortex for sending this over for me to take a look at, and I look forward to the new Model M SSK that they're putting together. Keep an eye out for that as well. Thanks for watching this blurb.